Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final league to be done on this first week, the Endless Mode League Division B for Super Mario Maker 2. I'm Troy Bathens. I got Limcube here with me.
Good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you are in the world.
Yes. And we got a good match to start it off today. We got Mitchflowerpower versus BigJon.
That is going to be quite the interesting one. Obviously, Mitchflowerpower to the Mario legend, and so is BigJon. Maybe in a little bit of a different game. I think I think that matchup may have happened in the Invitational because for some reason I remember making a similar introduction to that. Obviously, BigJon very known for games like Mario Lands and Mitchflowerpower more in the Mario Bros. 3 side of things, but both of them amazingly skilled 2D Mario players and have been heavily involved in the Mario Maker community.
Yeah, Mario Land is actually one of my longtime favorites. I used to play it all the time on my Game Boy, so it's definitely what makes me such a fan of BigJon. Is just like, oh, he plays Mario Land like all the time and shows how beautiful of a game this is, despite only being in black and white. Yeah. That one. Okay, and then we have, of course, Mitchflowerpower. He's been getting really close to beating his endless record. Sorry, not his endless record. His warpless record for Mario 3 very recently. I've seen some stuff going on about the on pace discords that I'm part of, and like it's really nice. Like you could see Mitchflowerpower is still like very active in his games and 2D Mario's. So this should be a very fun battle to see here in Endless Mode. I also see Mitchflowerpower doing some good Endless Mode stuff, I think. Always got to practice your Mario Maker. Okay, yeah, you can see BigJon flaunting the stuff that he's got with the camera. Yeah, he's got the charge and chuck going on. We're just doing with what we got. How you feeling, Limcube? All right, okay.
Oh my god, Discord actually working in 2019.
Finally!
With the technical issues now out of the way, and I can actually see the gameplay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just had a little bit of a hiccup there at the start. Sorry, guys. I had fun with it for a bit as LiveCube kept coming in and out, but it's fine.
Wait, that actually happened? I came in and out. My Discord didn't even do anything. Okay, once again, Discord, I blame you. But I think we are off to the start right now. And did you just explain the format already? I think it's always good to recap for any new viewers.
I actually haven't really. I didn't start that. I'm sorry. There was a lot of confusion going on. So yeah, basically, do you want me to do it or you got it?
Yeah, I got it. So basically, we are going to be having 3 matches between these guys. And this is not going to be a best of 3. 3 matches are going to be happening regardless. These matches are going to be 15-minute time attacks on a endless mode in expert mode. So the more clears, for every clear, you basically get a point. And whoever has more clears after 15 minutes is going to be taking the point for the round. And after those 3 matches, whoever got the set is going to be getting 1 extra point, and then you get 1 point for your win. So, for example, if you win 3-0, you get 4 points. If you win 2-1, you get 3 points. Your opponent gets 1 point, and so forth. And that's obviously super interesting because we have this interesting dynamic where not only skill matters, but also maybe a little bit of RNG can cause for some cool and hype upsets. And we are on our way right now.
Yeah, both of these players getting a decent level actually here. Both of them dealing with just a standard, like an expert level stage, but actually navigable. Nothing really trolly going on. Just you gotta get through the obstacles there that are actually fairly well built. Mitch's level right there, I actually enjoyed watching.
Yeah, and he gets the clear under his belt immediately. This is very, very important. You want to secure these early clears. And we've seen this interesting dynamic where most of these runners, when they start out on a match, the first thing they do is they press start. Mitch getting a little wrecky there on the left. They press start, they check for the world record time and kind of gauge if it's worth skipping because they do have unlimited skips available to them. And that's actually kind of a skill that these runners will be developing throughout the league. When is it worth skipping? When is it worth trying to beat the level?
Yeah, and something I've also learned that is actually very useful from commentating yesterday is we can also always see how many clears they have in multiple ways, not just after they clear a level, but on the pause screen as well. It actually does say how many clears they have. So it's very useful for commentating.
Definitely. Now, Mitch on the left has a clear condition level where he has to grab at least 125 coins. I think the wording there suggests that the level actually has more than 125 coins available. There is levels where you have to grab all of the coins in the level, which is definitely quite annoying sometimes and is really hard to blindly play through because you need to be aware where these coins are. So I'm interested to see.
It always works out that way where it's like if it's telling you to kill everything or like kill something or collect something, it's all of the things, it will say all. So like kill all Goombas, all 3 Goombas. But if there's more than 3, it'll be kill at least 3 Goombas.
Now BigJon can see the goal on his screen right now, but he can't quite reach it yet.
He's been navigating this stage for quite a while. So just gotta finish up this maze.
This is like the most heartbreaking thing that can happen. We've seen it yesterday quite a while where runners have really, like they spend so much time trying to get this one single clear, and then at the end they ended up taking a death or something, basically quote unquote throwing away that much time. But BigJon is going to be able to secure the clear, and that's definitely important.
Yeah.
Popping off there a little bit.
Yes. So yeah, and looking at Mitchflowerpower's screen. I think he might have not gotten enough. There might not be any coins in this next screen. No, they're not. Okay, where's this key?
3 coins missing. Wait,
and he's out of time.
I completely forgot checking the timer. That's actually huge.
Yeah,
because both of them are on 1 clear right now. So even though Mitch started with a pretty...
Oh wow, you only have 70 seconds for 125 coins.
Ooh, and he's deciding to play this level again now. BigJon actually on the right screen has a level with a 45-second world record. And Mitch, if he wants to beat this level, is certainly going to take longer. So BigJon might have a good chance to take the lead. Interesting. The 3D world style coming up again for BigJon. He is actually going to be pausing again, making sure that he didn't miss anything there as he fell down the screen. Lots of clear pipes. Haven't really fully figured out this level yet. It's a little bit of a maze build. It looks like this could be leading towards the ending section here. Nice jump on the piranha plant. Oh, I actually didn't even see the red coins. I guess you have to get 4 red coins.
Collect all 3. Oh! Not gonna make that jump.
And he's gonna be skipping it. I can respect that. Those red coin levels, even though the record might only be 45 seconds, and Mitch is actually dealing with a similar level, once again with that clear condition. You initially have to figure out how the level works. Like, where are those red coins? Where are those coins? That's why the best levels, I think, in this kind of mode, like the ones that you really want to see are the speedrun levels that are like straightforward. Oh, red coins again for BigJon, and he's not happy about it, it looks like. And he's probably going to be skipping it again. And actually, no, he read the title there, but he seemed a little bit tilted by drawing another red coin level there.
Right. Navigating around with the crate, with the claws. Dealing with the ice physics. The ice physics in this game can annoy me quite a bit, actually, because of how, like, I feel like they're more slidey than previous Mario games. But
yeah, for sure. And BigJon is going to be deciding again to skip that red coin level. On the left screen, by the way, I'm not sure if you caught that, Mitch was able to complete that coin clear condition level and is now sitting on 2 clears. BigJon yet to find a second clear.
Yeah. And he's got a Meowser clear condition.
Wow, Mitch with an amazingly short level and kind of skipping through there using the propeller. That's actually going to be building him a pretty neat lead. 3 clears to 1 right now. And the first clear actually for him there with a 12-second one that may have not been properly tested. I'm not sure if that was an intentional skip right there as he cheeses it up. But also gets a speedrun level. Mitch now really on a wave.
Speedrun levels can be good for you, but a lot of the times they do require a lot of trial and error and can cost quite a few lives. Like that's the negative. With the positive side being that it won't take that long in total. So you gotta, hopefully you can figure it out very quickly, but you know, it's gonna cost a few lives almost always.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Sometimes these exploring levels, for example, where we have those coin clear conditions, they are at least relatively easy to not die in. And we see a couple deaths here for Mitch on the left screen. And not only do deaths lose you time as you have to basically re-enter the level, but we also have a rule here where if you end up getting a game over, you will basically lose one of your clears. So you will obviously start the endless mode over again, but you are basically allowed on our count to take away all of your clears -1 from the previous attempts, but it's still a pretty big punish. It's not that easy to get clears in expert mode. Very unfortunate death there by Mitch.
Yeah. Got really close, but like I said, it's all about trial and error with the speedrun levels. And just getting good at figuring out and remembering, like just putting it in your muscle memory immediately for the next time.
Mitch, I think he's been getting close. The timer has been getting down to like 5 or 4 seconds, but hasn't been able to find the clear quite yet. And once again, chat, for the confusion, this is an unlimited skip endless mode. So these guys can skip as much as they want, keeping in mind that they only have 15 minutes though. So every skip will obviously lose you quite a bit of time. And another death by Mitch there.
And we got BigJon with this is currently dealing with, I don't know if you caught it, but this is the 8-4 castle in a modern Mario style.
Yeah, currently in the underwater section, so he should be getting close towards the end.
Good use of knowledge here, because he knew exactly which pipes he needed to go into.
Yep.
I'm sure those, just like in the other, just like the other 8-4, if you took the wrong pipes, you would end up not going to the right places and just end up back at the start.
So Mitch on the left screen did find the clear, as long as, and I was about to say, BigJon doesn't die to the final boss. If he grabs the X, he is going to be getting another clear. But I think Mitch's lead now is been growing. He is at 4 clears. I think this might have been John's third, or maybe second, actually. I need to recheck right here.
Second.
It was a second, okay. 5 minutes on the clock left. This is a lead for Mitch that we have seen other runners overcome already. Sometimes you do get lucky, you do get those 12-second levels, but it's going to be rough for BigJon to get a point. Okay, 1 minute clear is the world record here. All of the 4 red coins are sitting the beginning of the level.
Which is definitely making BigJon a little confused. He's wondering what's going on here. But using the lack of 2 as a little cheap way to navigate around the entire level.
On the left screen, Mitch, and he should be pretty confident with these, is currently doing an airship kind of build. So far, maneuvering through it pretty well. Doesn't have a power-up though, so these cannonballs may be a threat. Didn't space the jump quite right, and is going to be taking a death. And also decides to skip this. This seems to be one of the longer levels. Interesting. 4 minutes on the clock. Yeah. Once again, 4 clears for Mitch, 2 for BigJon at this point.
And BigJon opting to stay on that level for a bit, but then eventually decides against it on that try. Here... okay.
Well...
that's a weird design.
Those do happen sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Mitch gets another clear. That obviously is going to solidify his lead quite strongly. BigJon would need to get extremely lucky to make it back from this one. And overall, guys, if you're interested in this, unless I missed that yesterday because I was watching on and off, but so far the most clears I've seen in 15 minutes were done by the Beast with 10 yesterday. I'm not sure if you casted someone that had more yesterday.
No, 10 is the most so far.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of that was based on luck from what I could tell.
Yeah, he definitely also had some of the less long levels and maybe a little bit of a lucky wave that he was riding there. Kind of like Mitch. Mitch definitely has been playing very well, and he was able to beat that speedrun level. He was able to beat that clear condition coin-centered level. But this 12-second level where he basically ended up cheesing with the propeller head, and this weird level that he literally beat in 3 seconds, obviously swinging things in his favor.
Right. BigJon dealing a platforming level. He's been skipping 2 straight platforming levels in a row, which does potentially not be good for his favor. Getting you have to be able to do the platforming ones, the ones that are actually
absolutely
gonna be able to take that bit of skill. You can't just rely on the ones that are just explore. and that's why it has such a low clear rate. It's because of how long.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Now Mitch currently hanging on a vine, trying to figure out how to beat this one. Maneuvering through these angry wigglers. As BigJon is in some sort of chase down level, being chased by the Thwomps. But with 2 minutes left on the clock and the lead definitely very strongly in Mitch's favor. And I do not want to call this completely over. We are probably going to be looking at a 1-0 lead for Mitch after this.
Yes, most likely. Mitch gonna pick himself up another clear. BigJon is still dealing with this Thwomp level.
And yeah, by the way, once again, answering to chat, even though it is true, a game over would cause you to start all over again. The endless mode would basically reset. On this rule set, the runners would basically, on our count, be able to take away all of the previous clears minus one. So would take away one of the clears, but they could move on a different board, basically.
Yeah. Okay, BigJon blind right now with this part of the level.
Being chased by that Thwomp. Mitch on the left screen, by the way, was able to find another clear, even extending his lead further, and it looks like...
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, so he has to navigate the whole level backwards. And where's his key?
Oh no.
Where's the key?
Interesting. Seems like he was supposed to either find a key, exactly, or maybe wait it out. I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there. Interesting. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to find this on his sec. Oh, okay.
Easy.
Coming in with the knowledge right there, Mitch.
Yeah.
Reading this level like a book, hopefully being able to bring that key back safely. Oh no! Wait.
You can wait.
He's actually fine. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Very, very.
I had noticed that safe zone in the first go around as well, but yeah, it's definitely you definitely had to be able to see it quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff by Mitch, who now found his 7th clear, I think, as we get to the very end. Yeah, 7 clears. That's definitely a pretty strong performance. He definitely got some really nice and short levels, but he also was able to complete one of these, one of the harder levels. He was able to find that the solution to that coin clear condition level and played pretty well overall. But with that, the timer coming to an end here, Mitchflowerpower is going to be taking the first round. Once again, keep in mind, guys, there's going to be 3 matches regardless of the outcome. So this was only the first out of 3. Whoever wins the set gets 1 extra point. But once again, 3 matches are going to be happening regardless. So it's not like that we are going to stop if one of these guys takes a 2-0 lead. We are still going to have a 3rd match regardless for either to either give the guy that's leading the chance to get an extra point or to give the quote-unquote loser of the match the chance to also get a point.
Right, and so that is the first one here, and we're going to be going right into the second one shortly, just waiting for everyone to get the go-ahead. This one is being done live, so we do have to set up in between each one.
Exactly, just probably figuring out when to go for the next time. Yeah. They're probably just going to be resetting their challenge, and we'll start from the get-go.
And just to clarify this whole confusion that some people have with the pre-recorded stuff, the commentary will always be done live. So we always will be able to see things. No, someone who asked in chat, this is not a live rerun. We are commentating in real time always, and that will always be what it is for these matches. Even if
but additionally, this is actually
pre-recorded.
Like this is actually a match taking place right now,
but
though.
This is also happening right now.
Exactly, since we are trying to basically give you guys this consistent league format where there's always going to be full matches on each Saturday evening and each Sunday evening. Sometimes these runners won't have the time to do their matches live, and they have to do it throughout the week, and then it's going to be basically broadcast live to you and us, the commentators, for the first time. But this specific match is being done as we speak. BigJon currently playing the game.
So we are starting off our second race just shortly.
Okay, but before we do that, apparently Pepsi
Whoa!
Average is popping off completely, gifting
Whoa, how
20
many?
subs to the community. Everybody is pogging in chat, and that's what I want to see. I want to see at least 20 to 50 pogs in chat. As
We're
Pepsi
talking
Average is
GSA
popping off.
pogs, none of those low budget.
No. All pogs are accepted. I mean, obviously 20 people just got pretty lucky, but that is a very, very nice gift from Pepsi. Enjoy the emotes, chat.
Yeah. Pepsi Average coming out with a 20, and now we're just gonna see that those notifications just keep popping up and blocking the glorious logo.
I already saw a chat ask that question twice, by the way. The reason us budget commentators are basically taking over the commentaries because these pristine runners obviously need to focus on their gameplay. This is meant to be a competitive environment, so that wouldn't make sense for these guys to basically do like a let's play on stream. This is a competition, so they will be focusing solely on the gameplay, and we are just going to do some trash talk along the way.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself that low budget.
When it comes to this game, honestly, I am pretty much budget. Oh no, I missed the message that BigJon just had on screen. Feels bad, man. But looks like we are setting up for another one as these sub alerts keep rolling in. And I'm interested to see who takes this next one. Because I do want to say, it's not like BigJon doesn't have a chance just because Mitch just beat him like by 7-2. Mitch definitely got really lucky in this last round. And if the luck swings a little bit more in BigJon's favor, he can absolutely take a point or even the match. So keep that in mind.
Right. Okay. Looks like we're just about ready. You know, taking a quick drink before starting off this next one.
Absolutely. And looks like in our group chat,
Cranberry
they are currently...
grape.
Yeah, okay. BigJon is now powering up. The cranberry grape juice is consumed.
A lot of antioxidants in that one.
This is going to be a win for him, I think.
Good amount of energy
with that much
from
energy,
BigJon, yeah.
With that much energy, I feel like there is no way he can lose. But let's see. We are currently getting set up and countdown in our group DM. And looks like we are about to start. Now, I'm not sure. It looks like Mitch may have misread the rules, but he's currently losing 15 seconds for no reason. Because you are actually allowed to start the endless mode in advance. And then when the countdown basically happens, you can press A to start the level. So he basically just threw away some time. But BigJon immediately found a level that he was extremely unpleased with and instead decided to skip. So we have, oh my god, 3 minutes for it. At least Mitch is also not getting lucky, but he's definitely
got 2 minutes for Mitch, yeah.
Not happy.
Okay, Mitch not going to look at the... Yeah, didn't look at the time at first, just went right into it. 16 seconds.
He did now, 16 seconds. That seems interesting enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make the jump. I'm not sure if he can make the jump or if he's reliant on the boom burst, but we'll see.
No, you definitely can. You just gotta delay it. Well, not delay it, but like do it at the last moment. Or use a catsuit. That works too.
Very nice. Finds that one on the left. And he's going to be able to make the jump now easily. It immediately loses the power up though. But with the 16-second record, I think he's already getting pretty close towards that ending. There may be some sort of cheese possible here. Not going to be using the wall block, but instead tries to wall jump his way up.
Yeah, he's now opting to see what's in these blocks. And yeah, just as I thought, they're just a reset area into death.
Wow.
A troll block.
He's going to be deciding to skip that instead. Maybe he doesn't have the confidence to be able to figure this out. There might be some sort of death door, some sort of easy way out hidden in this level, but he decides to not opt to search for this. And once again, 3 minute 51 second level immediately hits that skip button for Mitch there. Keep in mind that he did already lose a couple lives. He's only sitting at 12 right now. And once again, a game over would cause him to basically having to reset and losing one of his secured clears, which at the moment, I think nobody has found a clear yet, but in general, that's the rule.
There aren't negative clears. I've got multiple jokes in the chat about someone game overing and getting on 0 clears. They're not at -1, although it never really impacted. If they were at 0 and got a game over, it usually ended up that they weren't gonna ever get enough clears to come back.
And Mitch finding a checkpoint on the left screen. Not sure what that's gonna suggest. Haven't actually seen the final world record time for this level. He needs a key and it's probably gonna have to fight Bowser here to obtain this. Did lose his rocket flower.
This is doable. You gotta hit the on-off switch as he's in the blue, but this fire is getting there. It is. Okay,
there we go.
Get there in time. And gotta hit the on-off switch one more time so you can get in the door.
Interested to see if that's gonna mark the end of the level now, or if he still has to go through yet another section. And looks like that's gonna be it. So Mitch finding a clear here. Not too complicated of a level. The checkpoint there, actually not sure why that was even there in the first place. All that was left was pretty much a Bowser fight, but BigJon on the right screen also finding his clear. So we are still very close. 1 clear each. And just to throw that out there, if you guys are huge Mario Maker fans, if you got the knowledge, and if you think, wait, I can do this way better than these guys on the mic right now, make sure to join our Discord as well, as we are still looking for young and eager commentators to take on this role and provide their knowledge for the broadcast. We are definitely interested in hearing you guys out. This is also new territory for us. So make sure to hit that up if you think that's something that could be interesting to you.
Yeah. But you keep insulting the co-commentator in expense for doing this. Okay.
Right, let's see this next level. Mitch was already able to maneuver through it quite nicely on his first attempt. And I think this is something he's now committed to actually complete. BigJon on the on the right screen has also found a level that he wants to try to complete. Pretty short world record time. Let's see how long it's going to take. I'm going to be trying to go up here using the thwomp. Pretty tight jumps here. Those springs, hitting them nicely. Maneuvering over the thwomps now, and that is the goal post. Actually pretty quick. I think the record there was something like 16 seconds or 22 or something, and he immediately wanted to go for it. So that's basically getting rewarded immediately. Okay, 21 was the record. He completed it in 29. So definitely above average. I guess it's not above in that case. Below average completion time, which is good in that scenario.
Yeah. So 2 clears on BigJon's side. Mitch looking, oh, he might have been very close to the end there. I don't know if he's going to skip or not because he was quite a ways through.
He did find a checkpoint.
I did not realize there was a checkpoint right on that screen, so that helps a little bit.
Yeah, he's probably going to go for it again. At the same time, BigJon. And I think this is interesting because he's the first player that I see that also skips 1 minute 50 second levels. Yesterday I've seen most players draw the line at like above 2 minutes, but he just saw this level 1 minute 50 seconds, decided to skip it anyways, and is now playing some sort of speedrun switch centered level, which looks pretty fun. And I think he is on a good run right now. He's going to be losing his power of the muncher.
Yeah, so that's
probably going to cause him. Yeah, that's going to cause him to run out of time. But I think he can do this.
Annoying design where one of the on-off switches that they provide you're actually not supposed to hit.
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday as well. Sometimes these levels require some sort of trial and error where you need to know, okay, this one I'm supposed to hit, this one I'm not supposed to hit. So even though the record can only be like 20 seconds, it obviously might have taken a person lots of time to figure out which switches to hit and which one to avoid. So sometimes these levels can be a bait and can actually cause you to lose more time. But we'll see. Mitch still on this level on the left, right. I can't actually do directions today, but I think at this point he's definitely committed.
Should be almost done. Nearly took a death
Jesus,
there.
That was extremely close.
Okay. There's the flag. Okay.
And yeah, BigJon
Bait
once
the
again.
Womp. Okay. Oh, that Womp sideways. Cool.
Okay, I think this is actually a smart call from BigJon on the right there. I think he recognized that this may be a bait. He may be trapped in this for too long, decides to skip it. But Mitch on the left screen also finding his second clear now. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we are even again.
Yes, they are tied. Confirming it for me, as I saw on the pause screen, the 2 clears on the top right. That was it.
Mitch finding a 35-second record level. Let's see if he's able to beat that just as quick.
Oh, needed to hit that Goomba for the key, probably.
That seems to be the most likely target. And with the timer being that low, I feel like he should probably just restart. I'm not sure if he realized that the timer is only around, I think, 40 seconds when entering the level. So starting over again would have probably been the play. Yeah, pretty likely that this Goomba is hiding a key. There may also be some sort of hidden block, but probably gonna be that Goomba, and it is. Wait, that's it actually?
That should
If that's
be
it, that is actually obviously really quick.
That's it.
Looks like it's it. The door did turn green on the other side, so Mitch finding an extremely fast clear. Gotta be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, BigJon is navigating as the cat, trying to find some ways to cheese it a little bit, but right now just having to rely on these platforms that you create.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's gonna take his chances with the pipe.
Oh no,
It's
and
a
he
troll.
seems crushed. That's just mean, dude. Why do people do that?
Yeah, if you are still in the clear pipe while it's under lava, it does, like, you won't take damage, but you can't see if it just lets you out under the lava, and that's what that one did.
Absolutely. Never trust the pipe indeed. That was super unfortunate, especially seeing BigJon's reaction to it. He seems so crushed. And that's obviously very cool to see.
I think he's still working on it. He just said "really" to the camera.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool upgrade. This is obviously our first season where we actually have webcams, and it's so nice to see these runners actually like react to the gameplay.
Yeah. Mitch dealing with a on-off switch level. Is kind of speedrun-esque, but got a very like comfortable timer there, not really giving you any real problems if you mess up at all. So
Mitch now getting power star after power star and kind of just rushing through. And okay, hit that on and off switch there. Shouldn't be a problem. This is an extremely I can't really see the challenge in this level yet. Why this is in the like expert category?
I think it was the first part. The first part,
I guess, was kind of tricky.
Okay.
But it's still going, so maybe still getting a little harder. Once again, just answering for chat right there. These runners are basically not forced to use the camera, and I think Mitch did say that he's currently not feeling too well, and we're obviously not going to force him to use the camera if he's a little bit under the weather. It is definitely super respectable that he even decided to do this race, because this is being done live. Seems like some sort of choice here, and Mitch opting to go for the middle door. I hope he's not stuck here for too long. Oh, BigJon taking a very late death.
Needed to kill that last Goomba as well. Defeat 5 Goombas as the clear condition.
Ooh, this is quite unfortunate here for Mitch. Trying to now find the right door. Has to reset that room as he plays a little minigame. The Muncher minigame.
Okay, BigJon
okay,
trying again with these 5
oh
Goombas.
no! He got the bomb up in the right place. Yeah, BigJon finding on the clear, but basically on Mitch's screen he has to kind of use this Muncher minigame to basically explode the bombs, and all of them exploded, but the one he needed. The one very low down there, ended up not exploding. Super unfortunate. And
yeah,
actually, it looks like was the level straight up broken there, because it looked like the blocks were already broken when he entered, so he decides to just skip it. Interesting.
Yeah. BigJon got to jump off the P switches. This is some tough timing sometimes. You got to jump just as you hit it.
Yeah, exactly. Essentially soft lock there for Mitch in that last level.
And a troll mushroom. Okay, able to finally get out of there though. Mitch trying to cheese that flag, but it's completely enclosed by spikes. And trying to use the doors, but no.
Mitch could already see, and actually can see it right now, the flagpole for this level. And seems like as he was trying to cheese it, he has to maneuver through those spike blocks. And actually using a door there, I think that was actually the little skip he was finding, and gets the clear right there. And actually need a quick update here as the timer is getting short, getting pretty close to completion. Actually only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And I think Mitch was able to find his 4th clear using playing through this level. I think BigJon is sitting on 3. So if he finds a clear, and that's actually something we haven't introduced you guys to yet, if BigJon finds a clear and is able to tie things up before the timer runs out, and he is taking a death here, that's crushing. He needs to find a clear quick, because if he's able to tie things up, we are basically going to be playing a tiebreaker. So if we are tied when the timer runs out, the person who beats his level next is going to be taking the point. And Mitch here on a 20-second record level. 15 seconds for BigJon, so BigJon certainly has a chance to clear.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to find it really quickly.
But Mitch is on a good run on the left. Mitch is on a pretty good run on the left. If he's able to find that clear and build up his lead, I think this is his game. He's doing well. Depending on, like, looking at the record, this may actually be it. Or maybe this should be the last screen. But he's falling down, and BigJon once again skipping. He still has 30 seconds left to find that clear. If he's somehow able to beat this next level in 20 seconds, he's going to tie things up. Pipe master. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. 15 seconds. Maybe he finds like the right pipe and instantly falls into the goal. That's literally what he needs. It is on exactly the other side, but he isn't able to find... I mean, there may have not been a pipe that actually did exactly to the goal post, and with the timer being 1 second away from completion, this is going to be Mitch's 2nd round win. 2-0 lead. Very close, though. I think 4-3. Mitch finds this clear there, but the timer was already run out, so it doesn't matter. But 4-3 for Mitchflowerpower, taking a 2-0 lead. And even though that means that he's going to take home at least 3 points as he wins the series here, the race, we are going to be having one more match to either give Mitch a chance to gain an extra point or to give BigJon a chance to get a point for himself.
And it is very important, as Limcute had stated at the beginning, all 3 races are done because it is important to understand what happens for the rankings, because this is all these points are being earned to get placed in this 12 places they have in the league itself, and seeing where they rank after they face everybody. So this is just the first week, and we got all the players are gonna face each other, and then it's gonna rearrange so they face different opponents. Gonna go on for 12 weeks. And it's pretty much the format of all of them. Round robins all around of 12 people. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously we have 2 pretty stacked divisions. So keep in mind to tune in Saturday and Sunday evening American time. If you are in the European region, it's going to be basically on the next day or around midnight and then going through the night. But yeah, pretty stacked leagues. We got people like Panga, we got people like the Beast, who's a beast and actually considered to be a favorite to win. Lil Curbs has been doing amazing yesterday against Dram55, who's also in the leagues. We got Ryoka, we got all of the boys, pretty much. Trihex, I mean, the list doesn't stop. So it's going to be quite interesting to see who actually comes out on top. But with that out of the way, it looks like we are getting close to match number 3. Both players now on the beginning screen. And Mitch this time has figured out that he can actually already start on the level selection. not going to be
Yeah.
losing some extra time.
Both players starting their first level roughly at the same time.
14 seconds. Record for BigJon and Moon Physics playing a role here. And especially with Moon Physics, I feel like this level shouldn't be too long if you can actually get the record in 14. Yeah, he's actually, I'm not sure if that was the intentional way to go, but he's finding a hidden block right there. Not going to be using that to jump up. Actually, very weird level, but he's able to maneuver through it. Yeah, he's confused himself. And so was I. He almost feels like cheated that he got that clear.
Yeah, BigJon doesn't understand why that level was an expert, probably. That was what that face says to me.
Yeah, it was confusing, but he always didn't accept that clear. Dude, you take those. He should take those because Mitch got those clears earlier. You shouldn't feel bad about them. You should take those, and he does, and is going to be finding his first clear pretty early. Right, finding at least 100 coins, which means this level is going to host more than 100 coins, but we obviously don't know how many. It could be 101, and then it could still be a pretty big Easter egg hunt. So, for example, he skips out on some coins there, and I'm assuming those were not required, but we'll find out more about this level, as Mitch is finding a checkpoint on the left. The main reason this is expert and not super expert is because there's obviously a pretty high chance to get some pretty ridiculous levels. So far, with our testing, expert has been the most suitable for this kind of format. Super expert, you may really get stuck, and game overs might become very, very apparent. And for example, if you play on easy, it's very, very RNG dependent. But Mitch, after 1 minute and 8 seconds, is also able to find his first clear, tying things up again.
Yeah, expert
and I actually, by the way,
for the most balance.
Yeah, and with part of the chat, what I want to say is, at least personally, I'm not going to be making all of the decisions for this league, but I'm super down for most of you to join the Discord, throw out ideas when it comes to this league. We are just starting. I can also imagine it really, really cool if we maybe find a set of very talented level creators and then they build levels each week. Who knows what this is going to be developing in. So make sure to join the Discord, join the community. We are super open for your feedback. Join up. Tell us your ideas, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah. But if we do find, I'm not sure. Like, if we find a new format that we like, will we change it mid-season, or will we keep going with this format?
I can't decide that like on stream right now. I'm guessing now that we started this league, it's probably gonna happen. I'm just saying we open for feedback. Join up and tell us your ideas. And one idea that I've been hearing a lot, by the way, and we are currently working on some way to make this easier, is tracking the clear amount. So, for example, it's obviously sometimes pretty hard to keep track who currently has which amount of clears, and finding an option for that we are currently working on, because we want to make it as easy as possible. The stream is live 24/7. We might not always have a restreamer absolutely active, so we'll find a way to add that in the future.
Right. There are some ways, I said at the start, along with seeing it as they clear. Anytime that the players pause, you will see it actually roughly at the top right of the screen, just to the left of that bar the yellow bar that happens on the right. You can see it says clears and a number, so that's a quick way to use it. Mitchflowerpower going to be at 2, and BigJon pausing right at a convenient time for us, showing us that he's at 1.
Yep. Was able to find that super quick first clear, but hasn't been lucky since. And Mitch was able to clear 2 levels in around a minute. For both of them, is going to be taking a death here, but has once again obtained a lead.
Yeah, BigJon looking at probably what is just a longer level with this mechanic of using the blocks that you can build with the maker, forgetting that you have a 4-block limit. So when you try to spawn your 4th block, the first one that you built will despawn, and you happen to be standing on the one that was about to despawn.
Wow. But Mitch finding his 3rd clear. He has been on a roll, and it's not like these levels have been like super easy. It's just been mediocre levels, not too hard, not too long.
Either way, you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I actually just saw this. Apparently, he beat in 6 seconds, so that definitely was more on the lucky side. The other 2, it took him 1 full minute to clear, and he kind of worked his way up there. But obviously, a little bit on the lucky side there for the 6-second completion. And once again, just answering to chat again, you can also always type an exclamation mark rules to help these guys out, but there's unlimited skips.
Yeah. The hitbox of bonsai bills are kind of strange sometimes. The back of the bonsai bill is not really hittable, even though it sounds like it should be. Oh, Mitch getting a troll pipe there.
BigJon definitely a little bit disappointed. Still trying to complete this one though. Has yet to find his second clear. Mitch is really building up a solid lead.
Wow. Had to do a leap of faith jump at the start to get to the flag. That's all it was.
Damn, that is honestly definitely more on the lucky side again. Now Mitch finding, I think, his fourth clear, 20 seconds. He has been finding those quick clears in this entire set. And honestly, okay, BigJon is able to be...
The level.
Yeah, very nice. At least finds a second clear right now. So a 2-second lead for Mitch, which means that this is obviously a strong lead when we look at expert levels, but we've seen that overcome, especially since we still have 8 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah. Just under halfway through. And still got plenty of time. Oh, Mitch not quite getting the helicopter power-up thing. Propeller Mario. Got to deal with that again. BigJon starting off his level with some on-off shenanigans.
I'm able to acquire the propeller head. Whoa. Alright, dude. Not sure what to say, honestly. I do want to say that I haven't seen BigJon find these levels. Sometimes lucky, I guess. 13-second completion. Once again, and on the 5th clear right now, and obviously really building up a very strong lead. And keep in mind, currently the record for clears in 15 minutes endless mode is in this league, not actually like world record, but in this league is 10 clears by the Beast. And Mitch arguably on pace to get close or beat it.
Yeah, you gotta be doing about a clear a minute in that case. Just under.
Yeah, and even though BigJon just found the goal post, he still needs to find 2 10 coins, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them myself, but there's a bunch of pipes and could obviously be hidden anywhere.
Yeah, he's checking all the pipes now.
There's one.
Finds one. Yep, there's one.
On the left side, Mitch is currently playing through a level where he needs to find 4 red coins, and these red coin levels are infamous for runners to potentially just skip. I've seen these a lot, especially when we look at like wow. And BigJon, I think he may have actually been in a place where he wasn't able to go back and grab that last coin, and hence decided to skip it instead to go for it again. I think he's actually, his skip mentality I think is actually good. Wait, 5 seconds or 5 minute level? I think 5 seconds is what that said. Is that all you need to do?
Right there.
Oh no. Okay, he got.
So you gotta hit
trapped.
Yes, you gotta hit the fire flower onto the bomb to blow up the P-switch at the end there.
Yep. That's what it looks like. So not too tricky. He's definitely going to be trying to find the clear there. I usually like his skipping mentality. Like he's been skipping the right levels, it seemed like. Oh, you have to find like the right block to shoot that from. Interesting.
You have to do it before the jump.
Yeah.
It's not allowing you to retry. There's too many hidden blocks in the way for you to be able to do it.
But I think just standing there, yeah, just standing there won't give him enough. Yeah, I was about to say, like, just standing there wouldn't give him enough. I think that was actually like a really precise shot. Just standing there wouldn't have allowed him to hit the bomb. He would have needed to make that perfect shot, and he decided to skip it instead.
Looks to be like somewhere mid-jump, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, on-off maze this time around. Gotta skillfully get through here. Doing pretty well so far with it. And Mitch just getting a 6th clear.
Yeah, he's running away with it right now.
Whoa!
BigJon
Okay, good save.
has to ground pound here to activate those switches. And yeah, very, very crucial save, obviously. Avoiding that death. Don't want to play this maze all over again.
What's that fire flower?
This is taking quite a while. I wasn't actually able to see the record on his screen. And this I was about to say, this is going to be where he has to be clutch. Nails those wall jumps. Good spin. He's getting close, I think.
Some good platforming going on from BigJon right now.
Yeah,
and also some good ones from Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch in general has been, even though apparently he's been feeling a little bit under the weather, he's been playing very well. Definitely finding some fast and quick levels, but overall also very solid gameplay. Ooh, and BigJon is definitely getting, I don't want to say scared, but he's feeling the pressure.
Okay.
Mitch on the left screen finding another clear, but right now BigJon is trying to figure out how to make it through these blocks without being stuck.
You gotta still have rightward momentum after hitting that off block. He's only having
that would be enough. Okay, I wasn't sure if that would be enough because there's also like the solid block there, and I thought that was going to stop him. But it may just be a very precise jump, and this is obviously kind of heartbreaking for BigJon because he has been in these situations where he basically figured out the entire level and there was this one last thing holding him back from completion. I mean, he can literally see the goalpost right now, and looking at his face makes me just feel crushed. He can do it, I think, but how much of a time investment is it going to be? The good thing is at least he's supposed to be safe here. I don't think he can die, but he obviously needs to find out a solution at some point.
Well, he does have a timer. That is the one
He does have a timer, okay, but honestly, like, that timer is
way.
basically just as long as the entire round is still gonna be. So he would have as much time as he wanted to at least find this clear, but if he wants to come back, which at this point I want to say is impossible, just depending on menuing and like end screens. Okay, he decides to take a sip of the thinking juice, the cranberry grape juice. Maybe that sparks something, but that's just unfortunate. This is definitely just heartbreaking overall. Not the best luck today, and Mitch definitely more on the lucky side. And I can see it, man. I really don't know. Apparently, maybe that rightward momentum would be enough, but even if that solid block seems to be stopping, I don't know. I don't know what that was. There was probably some mechanic that I'm not aware of, but definitely can't blame him either. Not happy with that one. And yeah, once again, runners can skip unlimitedly, keeping in mind that obviously skipping does lose, quote-unquote, sometimes. Sometimes it may be better to commit to levels, but it depends. That's obviously a huge part of the actual skill set. You have to be learning when it's worth skipping, when it's worth committing. And Mitch finding another clear, getting a little world record there, as he's finding 8 clears. Might actually be able to find the 9th, which is one of the current record in this league.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to find 2 clears in less than a minute. But he should be able to get at least 1, maybe.
Okay, 1 minute 52 seconds record. He knows that he isn't even able to complete this regardless, so he needs to find a level that maybe has like a 10-20 second record and then beat it first try if he wants one more clear. This one he immediately ends up skipping.
Thought he had a defeat Boom Boom, but the key was right above the door in a hidden block.
Hey, he did find another clear. Definitely not happy. Depending on his gesture there, not
Well,
kind of, like,
he
shaking
got
his head.
debated and he fell for
Yeah,
it.
I know.
That's all it was.
He did find the record though, but overall, the John Ganser was able to find that clear. But I think overall I can definitely see why wasn't too happy with this match. Well, indeed, I think that sums it up quite nicely from BigJon there. And
Yeah.
I think we all felt for him, but I think both of the runners still showing some good game knowledge, some good skill, and I'm interested to see, because sometimes you are on the lucky side and you get lots of those short levels. And overall, after the entire after the entire league, we will be able to see the outcome of. At that point, we will pretty much have an average from the runner who has been getting the luckiest and also with the best skill, because luck can only help you so much. You need to find some sort of consistency. You can't expect to get lucky 12 times. 12 times, because there's going to be 12 matches, 12 weeks of matches.
Yeah. So that will just about do it for this match here. Mitch is going to walk away with the full 4 points. BigJon, unfortunately, not able to find himself any points for this match, but we'll have many chances. You know, this is just the first week. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Noble Tofu versus Dansta. So stick around.